Yeah, welcome to Impress Creative channel. Please be patient to watch this video to the end. It's an interesting one. We're going to learn how to make an elegant 360 flare cape blouse. Thank you. In today's tutorial, we'll learn how to make a simple blouse. Even if you are not a tailor, you can easily sew it. I have African print here, which you'll also call Ankara. I folded it into two. Can you say one, two? I'm also going to fold it again to make 4 pieces. And so can you see? We have to note the folding. This is the edge. Can you see this? And then this is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to measure 22 inches from here. Can we see 22 inches? I mark. Make sure it's at this tip, and then I move it. Like this again. Make sure it's here. 22 inches. 22 inches. From the 22. And then I go around like that. Yes, it's here. So, 22. And the other side. 22 inches. 22 inches. And so I'm just going to trace. I'm tracing it. The 22 inches. Can you see? I'm just trying to trace it. And so I start cutting. Can you see? Can you see the shape? The next thing I want to work on the neck. So the next thing I want to work on the neck. I want to cut the neck, but I want a V-shaped neck. I want to use a plain material. You can use the same material, but I want to use a plain material. And this is 16 by 18. This is a rectangle. I want to divide it into two. Diagonally. And then cut this. I'm going to cut it. So I have two V shapes. Can we see? Two pieces of material, the right side facing the right side. I want to pin them. I want this to also serve as lining, so I'm using two pieces of material. This will also serve as the lining. And then I fold. This represents the neckline, and then this is shoulder. So the depth of the neckline, I'm using 3 1/4. You can use 3 inches, you can use 3 1/2. I'm using 3 1/4. I mark. Now the shoulder line, I'm using 6 inches. You can use 7. I'm using 6. And then I want to get the width of the V shape. I want it to be 5 inches, the width. 5 inches. And so I measure 5 inches also from here. Can you see 5 inches, the width? I'm going to use ruler to join. From the 3 1/4 to the 6 inches. From here to 5 inches, from the 5 inches to this lower part again, I mark. and then I cut. I have this. Can you see? So I will use this to cut another two. So I will use this for the front. I'll use the other two for the back. Remember, one of them will serve as lining. So I'm just going to sew them. This is the back. I'm going to sew the V shape. And then do the same thing for the other one. The V shape is ready. I will fold again. Remember, this is the neckline, the part that is not cut, and then this is the shoulder line. And so this part, the mid part, there's no cutting here. I'll place it here. And then this place, can you see? It's going to be here. This align with this. I'm tracing. I'm going to use my ruler. And then after that, can you see the line? I'll measure half an inch up, half an inch, half an inch, half an inch. I'll also roll again. Because I'm going to insert this into it, I'll cut it on an inch, on this half an inch line, because I'm still going to insert this. And so the sewing allowance, the half an inch, I'll just mark again and then cut. So I'll cut this. I separate them. So I cut the shoulder. This is the shoulder. I cut the second one too. I cut the second. So I have two separate pieces. Now for the neckline, I will turn it and I will stop stitch. I'm going to stop stitch this place till I get to this edge, and then I will show us what I will do next. But before then, I will work on my down part. 360 flared. I'm going to bend and then, can you see? I'm going to sew it all through. Can you see? It's better you use iron for the circular parts. I'm still going to turn it again with iron, and so it makes it easier when I'm sewing. Can you see? It will be easier. I will use iron again and then I'll start sewing. You can see the down part, very neat. Can you see? So this is the down part. It's neat. And so we go to the neck. This is the V shape neck, the mid part. I'm going to notch it a bit, just small. Can you see? And then I'll take this part. This is the wrong side. Can you see this place? This place. So after pinning, I'm just going to sew like this, and then I'll pin this side too, and then I will sew. This is the front, can we see? And then this is the back. I'll do the same thing for the back. I will notch it. You have to be careful. And then the pointed. I pin again. So I've pinned it. And so I'm going to sew from here. The V shape. After sewing the V shape, the right side facing the right side, I'll pin. Then you must make sure these are lined together. Can you see this line? It must align together. I pin. This and this must align together. The same thing for this place. You see, it must align together. Pin. And then this must also align with this. Half an inch also straight from here to here. Then very simple, we are done. So if you're not a tailor, you can easily sew this neat.